feel good about it. I feel like I really just wanted to just clear my mind and let my body do what it was supposed to do. And I feel like I was able to do that. Like coming to the line, I felt really just relaxed and confident, and just focusing on my cues, but not trying to think too much. Just going out there and just competing.
What was different? Sorry.
Go ahead.
What was different here compared to US champs?
2 weeks later, like I mean, USA's was my second 60 of the year, so I don't know. I mean, like I've been saying before, like even my lead up the weeks prior to coming here hasn't been perfect. Even a few weeks ago, I was questioning whether or not like I was going to do indoors. Like I definitely wanted to coming into the year, but just having a few like hiccups in my training. But I'm just like, is it worth it? But I just really had to just like, I don't know, like just look myself in the mirror, just like, man, I really do this. Like, so regardless if I feel like I'm absolutely ready, just get out there and compete. And I feel like I'm made for these type of moments. And so, I mean, I was able to just keep building like throughout the season, this short season. And I don't know, I felt good about it, but I know it's still so much more I can clean up and so much more I can continue to do.
Sport leagues, great rivalries. Is the rivalry between you and Noah a great rivalry? And how do you see the kind of build up to Paris, the tension, the rivalry, the kind of the chat back and forth?
Yeah, I definitely think the sport needs rivalries. And I feel like it makes the storyline a lot better when it's natural. Because at the end of the day, like, Noah's a great competitor, and he's a professional sprinter, and so am I. And he's very confident in his abilities, and I'm very confident in mine. And our skill sets are just vastly different, but we're both talented in our own right. And so I feel like that just kind of naturally comes together, and people never know what they're going to see or expect or know what to expect, when we get out there and line up. But for the both of us, I feel like it's just like, he's a great competitor. I know I had to bring my A game, and he knows he has to bring his as well when we step out there. And I look forward to many competitions in the future this summer, and carrying that momentum into Paris and lining up again there.
You don't like being a showman off the track, like you don't sort of naturally an exhibitionist off the track like Noah is. Does that make it interesting? Because you're very different to him.
Yeah, I mean, I just try to be myself. I feel like it's not that I'm not like charismatic or I'm not like silly or I don't like to laugh or I don't like to joke or whatever. Like, if you ask anybody who's close to me, it's just like I'm rarely serious, like ever. Like even like in practice, I just feel like I'm always down for a good joke, like no matter what the circumstances is.
Christian, how have you changed from the World
Dang, I wasn't even like
2018?
One more time?
How have you changed from the World Champion of 2018 and 2019? You seem to be much more kind of relaxed these days. Is there something that's changed in the way you go about your business?
I mean, I turned 28 next week. I was 22 when I won that one. So, I mean, I feel like all of you guys have gone through your 20s, and from a year, 2, 3 years later, you're vastly different. And so I've just been growing in my own right, off the track, just as a person. And that's also just helped me on the track as a competitor, in terms of my mental space, my mindset, emotionally, and just like my level of just appreciation and gratitude for what I'm doing. It's like the older you get, like, you realize the magnitude and actually just creating these type of moments. Because at the end of the day, everybody has the same 24 hours. And I was able to come out here and work my way to get another world championship. You don't take those things for granted. And I just want to continue to just keep building and building. And I feel as if, like, even though I'm sort of a veteran in the game at this point, I still look at myself as a little bit of a rookie because I have so much more to learn, so much more to do and keep getting better at. And so, I mean, you mentioned 2018. It's crazy, like, 6 years ago. It's just like...
With this title, do you think you are the greatest 60-meter runner ever?
Ever. 100%. Yeah.
Can you take down the world record again?
I think so. Like I said, I feel like my lead up into this meet hasn't been perfect. So I felt as if like I was able to put together as good as races like I was able to today. But I feel like that's the exciting part, that I feel as if like my ceiling is so much higher and I have so much more to do. And I know that like I can continue to keep building and getting better and better and better. And I feel as if like whenever you run fast indoors, it always just bodes well for me going in the outdoors. When you get outside, you get some wind behind your back and you can feel the sun on your skin a little bit, man. you know, you get an extra like 10th of a second off your time, you know, minimum. It's just like, so I feel good about it, man. I feel good about like where I'm at right now, but I feel like the main thing is just staying focused on my process, not paying too much attention to times, not paying too much attention to anybody else's, like what they're doing. But I know if I continue to do what I've always done, I'll be there in the end.
You wanted it and you needed it this way. How does swing help you?